Your house is likely the biggest asset that you own. But what happens to your house when you pass away? It goes to your kids, right? Maybe. Hi, I'm real estate broker and attorney at law, David Dowell. Now, I deal with these issues often, and I know that not everyone quite understands the process. So let me just explain to you a little bit about that today. You see, if you die without a will here in the state of Florida, then state law dictates who gets your property. It's a pretty fair and straightforward application. If you have no will, then your property goes to your spouse. If you have no living spouse, then your property goes to your kids. If you have no kids, then parents and so on. But likely what most people would want if they did have a will, and if you die with a will, then your property will likely go to who you indicated in your will. So that all sounds simple, right? But here's the problem. Wills can be contested. And I'm not just talking about your family. I'm talking about creditors and possible creditors that you don't really have. And even if you do have a will, the transfer does not happen right away. Nope. It has to go through a court process called probate. Now that means a judge will ultimately decide whether your will is authentic and whether it should pass as you directed. And this probate process can take a long time. It could take up to a year to get your final resolution. And guess what happens when you go to court? Lawyers are involved. And that means money. Yes, probate can be very expensive. Not only will you possibly be paying attorney fees, but you may also be responsible for paying an executor, someone appointed by the court to oversee the process for you. This can be a nightmare, guys. But there's another way. You can put your house into a trust. Trusts are really popular today. Now, they can be revocable or irrevocable. When you put your house into a trust and you pass away, the house will transfer right away to the person or people you listed as beneficiaries. No court proceedings or attorneys are involved. And while your house is in a trust, you can still maintain full control. You don't give that up. Folks, this is the quickest and the easiest way of protecting your house and seeing to it that your loved ones, they get the house immediately and without any headaches. But I just want to emphasize again, you can put it in and still maintain full control. Most people just don't quite get that, and that's what makes them nervous about looking into trusts. But it's a wonderful instrument, guys. If you want to learn more about protecting your home and other assets, reach out to your attorney. If you want to learn a little bit more about probate, you can reach out to a probate attorney. But discussing this matter, I feel, is really, really important. So if you don't have anybody or if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out. All my contact info is listed below. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.